Hey, everybody, and welcome to Wild Ride with Steve-O. Oh boy, is there a lot of crazy stuff happening these days, and you're going to find out about all of it very soon. But now, how about this? We got more than a legend of gangster rap on this week's episode, and if you thought my voice was iconic or controversial, oh man, this guy is awesome. So, with great honor, let me say, let's get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, the D.O.C. Yeah, dude. Hey, man, I want you to meet my co-host, Scott Randolph.
What's up, D.O.C.?
My pleasure, Scott. Nice to meet you.
What should I call you, D.O.C. or by your name? It doesn't matter?
Everybody calls me Doc.
All right.
Doc.
All right, Doc.
All right, man. Oh, what an honor, dude. A true legend of the game, man. I almost think legend doesn't even do the trick with you.
You know what? That's a blessing to hear you say that, bro. I'm a huge fan, and we got a lot in common.
Yeah, we do.
we both done a lot of crazy shit in our lifetime, you know.
Yeah.
But the honor is mine, man, and thank you very much for that compliment.
Oh, hey, brother. It's a big deal, man. You know, I'll never forget watching a documentary. I did so much cocaine. I think I was doing cocaine, and then I was like watching the documentary until I would hit pause and then go back to the porno, and then back to the documentary. I would need a little time to recharge, you know?
Yeah.
And while I was recharging, I was watching the documentary Welcome to Death Row. And man, what a story that was. At the end of that documentary, everybody was pretty much dead or in jail, and there was like hundreds of millions of dollars that had just gone missing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And you were one of the co-founders of Death Row, yeah?
Yeah. One of the lucky or unlucky people, depending on how you look at it. But it was a hell of a fucking ride, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it was.
And to be honest with you, I learned a whole lot. It was a blessing to go through the shit, but it was fucking crazy.
I mean, you were like 21 when that was going down, right?
I was 21. I just had this monster fucking car crash on the 101 and lost my voice. So I was just all fucked up really from that. And I dove straight from that into Death Row.
Yeah, man. I mean, I know that like every comment on all this is like, man, it's the two guys with the voices. My voice is not too much different from yours, man. And I hear about it all the time, dude. I made a video called "Why My Voice Is So Messed Up," and that's like the most popular video I made because everybody wants to know, like, man, why does your voice sound like that? And it turns out I just use it bad. I'm just not good. Like I use it poorly.
Yeah. I think I do that shit too.
Hey, I heard in an interview that you introduced Suge Knight with Dr. Dre, and obviously you introduced, Dr. Dre for the reasons he's a music producer. But what made you think that Suge Knight would be good at like getting businesses together? Did he have a background in making things happen like that, or was he just kind of like the guy?
Suge and I had already been kind of messing around for about a year or so. And Suge and I at that time had offices in Beverly Hills. And I was coming from Dallas, Texas, coming from shit kicking to fucking Beverly Hills office. I thought the dude could do it all. And truth was, he got in the way he got in,
Well, yeah, he was a bodyguard for Bobby Brown. Was that right?
I think he worked for Bob before me, but he wasn't my bodyguard. He just hung out with me. He was fun to hang around with. We got in trouble, you know what I mean? And I knew wasn't nobody gonna kick my ass as long as this motherfucker.
How'd you guys meet?
We had a mutual friend. The guy that brought me to California was a friend of his. They called each other brothers. And I met Suge through that guy. And Suge started taking me to all the clubs in Hollywood. I'd get fucking drunk as hell and slap some woman on her butt. Her boyfriend would get into a fight. Suge would beat up the whole club and we'd get kicked out.
Ah,
We did
dude.
that for a whole year.
So when NWA popped off, you were in Dallas and you came to LA after?
No, NWA hadn't popped off yet.
Okay,
Uh,
got it.
yeah, when I got there, then Easy E's record happened.
Uh-huh.
Then NWA's record happened. And it was just a fucking show by that time.
Yeah.
And still came after that.
So Easy E's record was put out on Ruthless.
Yeah.
That was before Death Row.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That
Yeah.
was
And where did the money come from there's the who is the silent partner? He didn't want any credit because he was kind of like tied up in some stuff, so he didn't want to be the face of the company, but he put
you
money.
talking about Death Row?
Death Row, yeah.
Talking about Harry O.
Harry O. That's exactly the name I was trying to think of. And did Harry O ever get out of prison?
Yes, he did. I think if I'm not mistaken, he got pardoned.
He got pardoned. Cool, man. Yeah. And Harry O. Now that if I remember that, he was the money that started Death Row. He
Some of it, yeah.
He didn't want any attention. He was like, "You guys do your thing. I'm the." And then because he didn't want any attention, and because he was a silent partner, like Suge saw it was going to be pretty easy to just cut him out because he didn't even really exist. And so then they cut him out, and then maybe the death row lawyer was it David Keller? David Kenner, like maybe just saw to it to keep Harry O locked up in prison, huh? So that they could rip him off.
Wow, I never thought of it like that. That's happening.
I mean, dude, like David Kenner, he got Tupac and Snoop Dogg off their murder charges. He had a lot of sway in the courtroom.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh
and then
yeah.
when it came to like keeping the money, man, it makes sense, dude. I think that he saw to it to keep Harry O locked up. And I remember thinking, if Harry O gets out of prison, some people are gonna have to pay up. They're gonna have to pay up in some ways.
Well, you know, it's a dirty game. Man, it's a filthy fucking McNasty game, bro. And you gotta watch who you deal with. But I really can't speak to,
I think that was implied. I think it was implied in the documentary. But that was a different time, man.
I think that's fine.
that was certainly a different time. And when when it all kind of came apart, I mean, sure, Death Row continued on after Snoop and Dre left, and but it wasn't ever the same, right? Like it wasn't ever the same. And I know that for Dre to leave, Dr. Dre, he just had to say, hey, you know what? My life is more important to me than my interest in this company. I'm just going to walk away from it. I'm just going to take the L. I'm going to leave with absolutely nothing. I'm going to start over completely from scratch.
Yeah.
And
look, you're talking about one of the greatest producers of all time. He wasn't really leaving shit because wherever he goes, that's where the money's going to go. You know what I mean? It doesn't work without Dre. Dre was the key to everything. So, yeah, it sounds good to say I'm going to start over with nothing. I'm going to start over with a little something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment. So what was your what was your situation when all that went down? I mean, I kind of get the sense that you went from like being the artist to being kind of behind the scenes on the business level, right? By putting it together with Suge and Dre.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. But when I spoke to you earlier about that accident, right? When I had that accident, it really fucked me up. You know what I mean? Like, and so I really couldn't concentrate on shit. I was a dope addict. I was a drug guy. And that's all I really gave a fuck about is being fucked up. So while they were taking care of their business, I was taking care of this cocaine. And it doesn't really work out well for business people when you're not, you're on the wrong page. But in the long run, like when you think about things right now, I got my fucking head back and I got all these opportunities in front of me. And so everything's all good. You know what I mean? I could have been dead or like you said, lock the fuck up for the rest of my life. And I'm trying to learn how to play fucking bass guitar right now, bro.
That's great, man. It's so funny when you just said I was a drug addict. But, we had to probably be thinking the same thing. What was your D.O.C.?
Right.
Like for us, we're like sober guys, and in our world, D.O.C. means drug of choice.
I know.
Yeah, and so it was coke, huh?
Oh yeah. Well, bro, back then it was whatever,
Yeah.
what you got, what you got.
Yeah.
You're in a really fucked up headspace and you're trying to get out of it.
Right. So what was the point where it turned around? Like you said, you got your head back.
I had to leave. I was the one that really left with nothing. Right? After all I put in it, I said, I got to get the fuck out of here. But I went to Atlanta and shit got worse.
In what sense?
Well, there was more drugs there. There's more women there. There's more money there. I hadn't fixed the problem. And that took a while longer. But I got away from the drama because you can imagine for a guy that's really not a thug guy, I'm really not a street guy. That was never my, MO, to be sort of immersed in this world where it feels like you're on a prison yard every motherfucking day. That shit was a whole lot to go through, you know what I mean? And if you're not aware, it will fucking crumble you, which is why a lot of that alcohol and drugs were there to help out back then, you know what I mean? Because you get to the right level and shit, you want to fuck off everybody too. Fuck it, give me a gun. Let's shoot them up.
Yeah. Before NWA popped off, you were in Dallas. And I'm guessing that's around the time when the Ghetto Boys were in Dallas and popping off. Were you messing around with the Ghetto Boys?
The Ghetto Boys were from Houston.
Oh, okay.
The Ghetto Boys were after.
Oh, they were. That's right. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Man, I'm a dummy. But wait, so then when you went to Atlanta, were you fucking around with Outkast?
Oh, yeah. Good guys. I see those guys are great. Like human beings and shit, but they partied too, but not like me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they were just good, soulful people. So to be back around, good people again, where you're not worried about somebody shooting somebody or stabbing somebody in the fucking next room and shit. Life gets a little easier, and you can think, you can make music. There was a friend of mine in Atlanta, rest in peace, is a guy named MC Breed. And I just shacked up at his house. We smoked tons of fucking weed and made a lot of records.
Good, man.
Yeah.
And so is that where you are now? Are you in Atlanta or are you in Dallas?
No, I'm back in Dallas now.
Okay.
Yeah, we love Dallas.
North Texas, where all the money is right now, guys. You got to come down.
Everybody's going to Texas.
Fuck yeah, man. Come on, bring it on.
Does that bother you that a lot of Californians are moving over there?
You know what you would think I have a problem with? Being sunburned. But I don't, because I know in a couple days I'm going to look fantastic. You know what else I feel really good about? Is the exercise that I'm getting on this trip, because my Whoop band is recording data. What's a Whoop band? Well, it's this strap I wear on my wrist, and it gathers more information about my well-being, my health, my fitness, my sleep than any device known to man. And I just love wearing it. You get the band absolutely for free when you sign up for the subscription, which comes with this excellent app. Okay, so I've told you about it, and now I really want you to give it a shot, because it's going to make your life better like it makes my life better. And so how are we going to do that? You're going to go to whoop.com. That's WHOOP.com. Use the promo code STEVO for 15% off at checkout. Once again, that's 15% off at checkout when you use the promo code STEVO at whoop.com. And it's going to make your life better, I'm telling you. So let's find out if Doc has a problem with people going to Texas.
Shit, no, it just means more money's coming in. Get it?
Yeah.
So when Death Row was at its peak, it's just going off, and like it's just like everything's platinum like crazy. Did you have like ownership in the company? Like, were you like cut into it?
Yeah, yeah. There was a time early, but it wasn't at the peak of Death Row. It was in the beginning stages when Death Row was a company called Future Shock, and Dre and I and Suge and another guy named Dick Griffey owned this company, and we signed all these young acts. And somewhere along the line, the name changed from Future Shock to Death Row, and Harry O had come around. And by the time O started, or his energy anyway, by the time his energy started to come around, I could feel myself kind of moving out of the way. You know what I mean? And in that situation, it's not a whole lot you can fucking do in the state I was in at that time.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like any movement around. Number one, it was probably not the safest thing to be doing, the barking too loud. But if I start barking, they might take away my candy. Then I'm all messed up.
Right. So yeah, I mean that's a time where people are getting held over the balcony, like to sign over their music rights.
Allegedly.
Fucking Suge didn't have anything to do with producing Vanilla Ice. Sign your shit over to me. It's fucking great. And then so Dre. Sounds like you didn't have to really cut ties too much. Like they kind of had moved on before it all fell apart.
Oh yeah.
Dre had to just say, all right, hey man, for my safety, I'm just gonna walk away. I'm not bringing anything with me. And Snoop got off in a much better situation because he had Master P come out and buy out his contract.
Yeah, man. It was great for Snoop to get out there in the world and do it for himself.
Yeah.
Man, start charting his own course. And I say this as like a big brother, because, I raised Snoop in this game and I love him a lot. I want him to win. So I wasn't there, but I was happy to see him starting to pick those pieces up. And when he left, I knew it wouldn't be long before Dre left. And once Dre left, it was, that was it.
That was a wrap. So when Dre leaves, he starts Aftermath, and you're fucking with Dre the whole time, right? So you're behind the scenes. Like, what were you doing for Aftermath when it started off?
Dre called me and asked me to come help him put together an album, doing the same thing that I've always done. Be a second set of ears, some ideas.
Right.
Right. Be the guy next to the guy. And so went back out there. But by the end, Dre had stacked. He had just found Eminem. Then he says to me, I got somebody I want you to listen to, right? And he plays me this song called I Just Don't Give a Fuck. And I was like, holy shit, this motherfucker is a fucking sick genius. Who is he? Dre says, hold on, let me show you a picture. He showed me a picture of this little short blonde white kid. And I was like, get the fuck out of here. Hell yeah, that's him. He was like, you think I should fuck with him? I was like, what? That motherfucker is the fucking motherfucker I've ever heard. And to this day, and it's still one of the baddest motherfuckers that will ever breathe upon a microphone. The guy's a sick genius.
Yeah. Man, it's crazy how all the relationships you're saying. I love Snoop, and then Snoop's got this weird thing going back and forth with M, and all the different relationships between people. What's your relationship with Snoop like now?
So I'm like Switzerland, you know what I mean?
You're neutral.
I don't got no problems with nobody. You know what I mean? I don't ask motherfuckers for shit. I do sometimes, but usually it's never. And, I'm like the big uncle. You know what I mean? I only bring love. I don't bring drama. And I try to work for you to help you be better and grow as a fucking man. inside this show business shit, because that shit's not easy. You know what I mean? Go back to those guys going back and forth. That's all show business shit. You know what I mean? Like, you guys have been in this game together for fucking eons. You sit down and talk to one another and whatever. But, you know, one person gets a hold of it. Now it's on the news.
Yeah.
Now it's on the blog. Now it's on the this. And you got to do that. I said, suck my dick. But nobody fucking with me like that. You know what I mean? Because I don't bring no trouble.
Yeah,
So,
I don't think there's anything too serious about that situation, anyways, man.
no,
But dude, so now, like, now you got fucking big time acting shit going on. I mean, but this is crazy, man. I heard this, and I was like, wow. Like, you got a movie coming out with Bruce Willis?
why that like, yo, I mean, it's the coolest motherfucking shit that ever happened, bro. To be honest with you, I'm acting with Bruce Willis, and I'm die hard with Bruce. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just the greatest shit ever. So yeah, bro, like, you know how there's a point you've lived a life, so you know there's a point that you get to where shit clicks again, and it starts going back up. You know what I mean? That's where I'm at right now. I can see shit really clearly right now. I'm still not quite all the way to myself yet, but I feel real strong and shit. And all these opportunities are fucking just happening. So I'm super blessed right now, man. Smoke a little weed, learn to play my bass.
Help me understand. What do you mean I'm still not quite myself right now?
I haven't found my thing to bust my nut yet. It might be acting.
All
I'm
right.
not bad at it. And motherfuckers looked at me like, I didn't know you did that. I looked at them like, I didn't know either. But they thought I was good, so we'll see. Maybe that's the thing. I'm starting to get more comfortable with this voice shit. Maybe I can make this shit work. You know what I mean? Like, it's distinctive as fuck.
Oh man, dude, I'm so glad you said that, because like with my voice, I've been and if I'm honest, still like self-conscious about it, man. Sometimes I really like stress about it. Like, man, it's getting worse, or it's, you know, or like fuck. And the best thing I could do for myself was to speak up about my insecurity, you know, like speak up about it, and hear people tell me, man, fucking, are you kidding me, dude? That shit is you, man. That's trademark. You know, like a lot of people put kind of wind in my sails saying, dude, own it. You know, that's who you are. And still, I wonder if I can, like, I got a voice coach and shit. I got this guy fucking making me like sing and be like, whoo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like,
bro, we live the same life, bro. I've done that whole shit. I've done it. And I gotta tell you some crazy shit. So they might be trying to make me the bionic. It's a decision I gotta make. So I went to see this doctor, stem cell guy, about 15 years ago. And I went to see him because I missed, you know, working. And the guy says, man, I'm sorry. It's really, you know, it's just all fucked up and there's nothing anybody can do. So the guy calls me about 10 months ago. Says, I've been thinking about you for the past 15 years. I think I found something that can help you.
wow.
I know, right?
When did this happen? When did he call?
He called just as fall was beginning to hit last year, September, October sometime. And we were in the middle of COVID. I had all these other things going on, so I haven't really sat down and thought about it yet. You know what I mean? But damn, at 50, you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot to think about.
Dude, you look great, man.
The bionic motherfucking rapper, bro. The $6 million fucking rapper in this motherfucker.
Dude,
First to ever do it.
Man, dude, seriously, you look great, man. The smile. That's why when you said I'm still not quite myself, I was trying to figure it out, because I feel like I'm looking at a guy who's in a great place, where look good, fucking smiling and shit. Got to fucking. What's the Bruce Willis movie coming out on?
So it's called Gasoline Alley, and I'd be lying to you if I told you anything more than that.
Okay.
They just called me and said, "Can you do it?" And I said, "Fuck yeah, I can do it."
That's great, man.
They sent me a ticket. It was great. That was my second movie of the year. I did a musical of all fucking things, right? They said, "Do you think you could write a song for this?" I said, "Fuck yeah, I can write a song for that." And record it. Sure, if that's what you want. Record it. They were like blown away by it. They were like, "This shit is fucking amazing. Would you be in the movie?" I was like, "Fuck yeah, I'll be in the movie." You know what I mean? I flew to Australia. It was a fantastic experience. There's no fucking COVID there. You know what I mean? It was a fucking trip being there.
Didn't you have to like quarantine for like 2 weeks?
Days.
Yeah, that's probably pretty helpful. Yeah, man. And you dude, now speaking of making music, I don't know if you were ever aware, but there was a brief minute there where I was making a rap album myself.
Wow.
The whole idea started out as like it was like funny. It was like a joke. It was going to be a comedy gangster rap album.
Okay,
and the name of the album was Hard as a Rock. So like, and
Was the first song "Poke the Puss"?
the dad song like "Poke the Puss." I had a song called "Down with STDs." It started out like in a good spirit and it was kind of funny, but the thing was that I was out of control on drugs, man. I was like, and I started seeing myself as like the white ODB. If I could just, I started kind of taking it seriously in a way that took the funny out of it, like the everything got tangled up and I was in too bad a shape, so I ended up going to rehab, and that whole project went away. And looking back on it, if I'm honest, it was the most embarrassing chapter of my life. I was a douche with a capital O, dude. It was a fucking.
Wait, I gotta tell you, I fucking love the idea. I think we should revisit that.
Dude, well, that's what I was just getting ready to say that, like all these years later, it's on my mind to at least make like one track, like a rap redemption,
Yeah, man.
And dude,
yeah,
and if it was.
We both got the perfect voices.
Dude.
We both got great stories to tell.
I mean, dude. I'm telling you, man, I think like you and me, and dude, when's the last time you recorded some bars, man?
It's been a minute.
Me too.
But I write every day. I'm still a writer, right? That's my thing.
Yeah.
But I haven't recorded anything of consequence.
I mean, dude, if you were gonna record a comeback track, like you and me, dude, that would be a pretty big deal.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and I
like it.
Yeah, I like it a lot too, man.
Anything that's on some positive shit, bro, I'm with that shit.
Yeah, for sure, man. And curious to know, like with the history with the substance abuse, like where are you at with that now? I mean, you got your joint. Are you California sober?
Well, this is a
CBD, no THC.
There you go.
Oh, no way.
Dude, that's great.
But look, I didn't say because it was for showing. It's not for brewing. You know what I mean?
That's great.
You're a shower, not a blower.
Yeah, I'm a dad now, and I do smoke weed. But
right.
All the other stuff, I let that go. You know what I mean?
Good, man.
I'm a father now. I got 2 sons, 5 and 7, and I realize I'm just really fucking blessed to have gone through that shit and be where I'm at right now. You know what I mean? So the rest of the way, I think I'm gonna coast this shit. I'm not gonna no turbulence the rest of this motherfucking way. We're gonna slide out.
Yeah. Dude, that's epic, man. So what's going on with Dre? You and Dre are just always tight.
That's my brother. Dre sends me a record almost every morning for the past 4 months. Dre sent me a fucking new record. That's all he does. He just fucking make records all the time and sends them to me and say, "What do you think?" And then I have to say, The motherfucker's the shit, just like the last one, motherfucker. Just like the one before that, motherfucker's great shit.
That's awesome, man. I remember I met Dre at it was like like 2009, and I was just newly sober, but I was like with some chick. I was trying to like chase some tail around, so I ended up in this bar. Like, what am I doing in a bar? I'm a sober guy with like, you know. But I bumped into Dre. The place was called Hyde. And Dre was stoked. He said, "Oh man, I'm a fan of Jackass." And I told Dre, I said, "Hey man, I'm not allowed to say this, but I can't not tell you. But like, dude, we just fucking locked in Jackass 3D. It's gonna happen." You know, and he was all like, "Yeah." And then, you know, and I wonder if you can help me understand this, because when I was watching the HBO series, the Defiant Ones, I remember hearing Dre say that he had the Chronic, and that he brought the Chronic, this epic album, and he brought it to all these record labels, and everybody fucking rejected it. And right? And so was that why he started Aftermath? Was because he had the Chronic and nobody would buy it? I think we can all agree that you would be out of your mind not to buy the Chronic. And if you're a guy like me, I'd say you're out of your mind if you don't buy Blue Chew tablets. Why? Because they make boning more fun. Yeah, I said it. What are Blue Chew tablets? Well, they're a chewable tablet that happens to be delicious and has the same active ingredient as both Viagra and Cialis. And you know what? I said you'd be crazy not to buy them, but I'm going to give you a deal where you don't even have to buy them, because you're going to get them completely for free. A whole month's supply, and all you have to pay is just $5 for shipping. This is an unbelievable deal. And on top of that, you don't have to have an awkward, uncomfortable visit to the doctor, because when you go to bluechew.com, you just consult with one of their medical providers, and that's how you sort out your prescription, and then boom, your tablets show up in the mail. It is that easy. And I'm telling you, I have tried them with Lux on multiple occasions, and we had more fun than ever. So you have nothing to lose. How are you going to get this deal? You're going to go to bluechew.com, and you are going to use the promo code STEVO, and that is going to get you an entire month's supply of Blue Chew tablets, and all you have to pay is $5 for shipping. It's an incredible deal. So right now, head on over to bluechew.com and use the promo code STEVO and get ready to have the time of your life boning away. Now, let's see what happened with the Chronic.
Aftermath was way after that. Aftermath is...
It's like 2000, 2001?
Aftermath is 2000. You're talking about the Chronic is 19 and
94? 91.
Oh, damn. Okay. Because, dude, I really latched onto this, man, because what I did, I got into stand-up comedy, right? And I'm going around doing stand-up comedy, and like a lot of people, they're just, "Oh, Steve-O's doing stand-up comedy," and they want to shit on that, you know? But I never let it stop me, man. I just kept doing it. I kept fucking putting in the work.
Yeah, bro.
And gradually, as I started doing it more and more, I thought, you know what makes my comedy different is that I'm telling stories that are fucking 100% true, and there's footage. So I'm going to make my stand-up comedy special like a funny act, but I'm going to take the footage and I'm going to edit it in so that you can see what I'm telling jokes about. See the actual shit happen. And I fucking tripped out, man. I thought that was the greatest thing ever. So what I did was I funded my own multimedia comedy special. I made the whole fucking thing. And I felt like, damn, this is the Chronic. This is the fucking shit. And I brought it to all these people, to Netflix, everyone, you know, like, everybody could show it. And they all fucking rejected it. They all rejected it. And I took a fucking inspiration from Dre. I was like, dude, I called it. This fucking thing is the Chronic. And I put it out on my own. I put it out on my own, and I did real well with it, man. I did really
fucking idea. And you can't shit on a great idea. But as you know, the business that we chose is full of shit sometimes.
Yeah.
You know? And so it's a lot of assholery going on in this game. So As long as you're true to yourself and what you do, you really can't lose.
Yeah, dude. Oh man, I love that. And so, how did the Chronic end up coming out?
So we made the record. Dre and Suge was probably going around everybody trying to get it. And there was probably still paperwork issues with Ruthless. I don't know if Dre and I and Michelle had gotten released yet. That was a whole big deal. And I think by the time it made it to Ivan's desk, he was able to cut through all of that red tape and put the record out. Because Ivan was as a producer like Dre. So he and Dre have a kindred kind of thing where they understand. But I knew that Dre's production, like it's all about Dre's ear, man. That shit is just fucking, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with that person, man. But it's just, I mean, the way he turns those fucking knobs, it's crazy, right? And I don't think he knew it before I knew it. But I knew that when Jimmy heard that shit, he was like, holy shit, who the fuck is this motherfucker? I need to be with this motherfucker because that's how I felt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so after that, that match was made in heaven. Both of those guys turned into billionaires. You know what I mean? It's just that all the bullshit that happened along the way probably could have been avoided, but people got to play their roles, man. It's just, it's the nature of the beast.
Yeah, man.
Did you watch Straight Outta Compton?
Yeah.
What'd you think about that?
I think the question is, did you get paid for Straight Outta Compton?
No.
No consulting, no nothing, huh?
Nah, bro, that wasn't my movie. That was their movie.
Yeah.
And I was there to support my guys as much as I could because I know that when it's time, I'm going to get my movie.
All right.
And they'll support me.
Dude, that's fucking, that's a big deal, man. A lot of people wouldn't see it that way. A lot of people would get a little fucking squirrely, but they'd get resentful. You know, man, that's the attitude to have, man. I respect that.
Hey, I appreciate that, bro. Let me tell you something. I learned a lot from this journey. And the number one fucking lesson I learned was fucking humility. Because you don't have to even fucking be here. I could have been fucking gone that night on the fucking 101, bro.
Yeah.
It's happened to plenty of other motherfuckers. Why not me? You know what I'm saying? And so when I look at them little boys, I just think to myself, besides I just think to myself, I'm not gonna let the motherfuckers fuck up at all. And I got a 16-year-old daughter. There's a singer. Her name is Erykah Badu. I got a 16-year-old daughter with Erykah Badu. And she sounds like an angel when she sings. And so I know that I'm finna go to many more concerts as an old fucking man. And maybe get some money this time because my baby will give me a job.
That's great. Yeah, I bought Erykah Badu's album. It's phenomenal. Yeah.
So, so you're at your crib in Dallas right now.
Yes.
Is there a studio in the crib?
No. There's a bass and a lead, and that's it. Some lights for me to do myself.
All right, so when we record our track, where are we gonna record it?
We're going to Gary O's building. He's got the fucking studio.
All right.
That's sick, dude.
I'm jazzed on it, man. I'm really fucking.
I'm not fucking around, Steve-O.
I'll tell you something about me, Doc. I'm not lazy. You know,
Okay.
I'm not lazy, dude. You know,
you don't have time to fuck around here, Steve-O.
Yeah, dude. Fucking.
I love it.
Yeah, dude. I love it a lot, man. So we got more, more acting. She said the acting might be it, right? You got an agent booking the acting shit?
Well, I think I got an agent. You know, I'm gonna do whatever comes my way. You know what I mean? I think I might want to try to take a class or something if I really want to be good at the shit. At least learn some shit about it. You know what I mean? But yeah, bro, I'm just taking it one by one. Whatever comes, handle it the right way. take the bless, because I'm super blessed right now, bro. If I told you all the shit that's on my plate right now would fucking trip you out.
Well, dude, I
But
mean, like, if you're allowed to say it, man, tell me about some of that.
I can't do it. But I spilled some of it when I told you about the doctor
Right?
and
Okay.
the surgery. Yeah,
Oh man, that sounds like it could be a fucking pretty bitchin' ass documentary.
anything is possible, bro.
The
I
fucking
know.
the bionic rapper with the fucking the fucking stem cells to fucking bring D.O.C. back, fucking
Yo,
into the fucking booth.
anything is possible.
That-
But we're gonna get in the booth and we're gonna.
Dude, I love it, man. I love it. Let me tell you this too. I don't know if what you're talking about with that doctor is stem cell related, but I got a fucking this guy. He hit me up. He's a legend of the fucking Guinness Book of World Records. He's the skateboarder that jumped the skateboard the highest ever out of anybody on Earth, and he's a legend named Danny Way. And we're the same age, me and Danny Way. So we're getting up there, right? 47 years old almost. And Danny's got no fucking like cartilage left in his knees. He wants to keep jumping his skateboard, man. But his fucking so Danny found out about stem cell shit where like it's not even legal in America or
Yeah.
in Europe. So
Yeah.
we're flying to fucking Colombia to go set a new world record for getting pumped full of the most stem cells that any human being's ever been fucking. Danny's gonna do that. I'm gonna get pumped up pretty good, but Danny's gonna really get pumped up. These stems in America, the only stem cell shit that's legal is if they pull it out of your bone marrow
Yeah.
or some liposuction shit, but it's got to come out of your own body. And
Yeah.
when they do that, the injections don't even have like a million stem cells. But
Yeah.
what we're doing, we're going to Colombia where they take
Like a placenta?
not a placenta,
Umbilical
but
cord?
umbilical cord, the umbilical cord for a newborn baby. So like
Holy.
here in America, the stem cells are as old as you are. You got old ass fucking, you
Yeah.
know, and but
You don't
there,
want
but
that.
you got like this out of the umbilical cord. It's like the stem cells are 0 years old, and there's fucking tens of millions of them. Like I don't know why, but yes, we're gonna go do and check it out. Like if you want to fucking any info on this, and dude, that's the other thing too. They're letting me do it for free. I just gotta like tell the world I'm doing it, and I can't. I can't wait to tell it. I'm telling you, I'm trying to tell everybody I love it.
Yeah, I can connect you with the people if you're interested
If,
too.
dude, if stem cells is gonna get you fucking where you want with the bionic rapper, then maybe Colombia's the ticket, dude. I'll give you all the info, man.
Say something to think about, bro.
Something to think about.
I'm serious. I'm really seriously giving it thought. But I don't want to put anything in front of my family, right?
Of course, man.
My focus is right now. Shit's
Yeah.
happening. I don't want to be 52 years old trying to jack off. And, you know, I got time. We got shit to do, Steve-O.
That's right,
You
man.
and me.
Oh, dude, I love it.
Yeah, are you gonna write your own song, or are you gonna get a ghostwriter? Is he gonna help you write? Or
I mean, dude, wait, let me ask you this, Doc.
Yeah,
When did
yeah.
ghostwriting become such a fucking crime, man? I mean, like, right? Like, I mean, you were writing shit for everybody,
That's
right?
right.
You wrote the whole fucking Straight Outta Compton shit, right?
I wrote my parts, but
I mean, I know Cube wrote a lot, but
the writing was done by me, Ice Cube, and MC Ren. We
right.
did all the writing. We shared the jobs.
And you got credit for writing too, and you got credit for being a writer.
I didn't get credit for it. You know why?
Oh goddamn, man! What the-
You're opening up these wounds, bro.
I'm not even trying to. I've always understood that to be the case. So I think on some
Yeah.
level you did get
And I mean,
credit.
it's understood
Yeah.
from the street level and from
If my
everybody.
dude, if my dumbass understands it, I think you got credit. So I think we're good.
Doesn't say it on the paperwork is what I'm saying.
Yeah, oh man. So the publishing. Yeah.
the worst part about like getting successful is that like you start getting contracts and you have to get lawyers, and so then you get a lawyer, and then the lawyer that you get sends you a contract. And you're like, fuck, I need a lawyer to read what the lawyer just sent me. I don't know how you guys do it.
I don't know either, man. I don't know either, dude. But we'll do it, man. It's crazy too. Like there's real money Like, you see these fucking YouTube assholes. They just fucking make a song, and then that song's platinum and shit. Like, the money's there.
That's the age we in, bro. All you need is one viral thing, and you're just on this road for a minute. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's where we're at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why you and I can make a record and be on tour for 7 months with fucking one record.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. Like, if you and I made a record, like the connection that we have with our voices, like you being the fucking
Out of there. Out of there.
I mean it, dude. Like a legend of hip hop. That doesn't even, dude. That's not even enough to say fucking what you are. You know, like
we would have to be in Guinness for the most raggedy fucking voice.
dude, I love it, man. I love it, dude. Well, I'll tell you what, man. Let's follow up on that, dude.
Yeah,
Let's
for
like
sure.
I'll fucking on the other side of this, man. I'll give you my number. Fucking, I say let's do it, dude. I'm all in. and what can we promote for you? We got the Bruce Willis movie. Are we ready to point people to where it is?
Yeah. You know what? Like, you know, my guy Gary O.
Yeah.
He's that guy has really been busting his ass for some reason to try to get me, hey baby, to try to get me working, moving, building, growing. And so I owe that guy a lot. I want to just say his name on here if anybody knows. Fuck with Gary O, he's good. He's a good guy.
All right.
Yeah, just get it through Gary O. Let's just use him to keep the connection. And
how do they find Gary O?
Yeah.
How do people find Gary O?
I don't know.
So, hey, man, if you can't figure out how to fucking find Gary O, maybe you don't need to be fucking wasting his time. I tell people shit like that. Be like, oh, man, like, I say, hey, man, I'm an easy guy to get a hold of, dude. If you're a pro, you fucking get me real easy. If you're not a pro, then you don't need to know. All right, man. Well, hey, dude, we'll let you get back to your base and your family. And, dude, I just want to tell you what an honor this was, man. I really thank you.
God bless you, Steve-O, man. I'm a huge fan, and I rock with you. It's nice to meet you, Scott.
Nice to meet you too, Doc.
Yeah, dude.
Get information, and I know I'm gonna see you later, my friend.
Oh, dude, it's on.
We got shit to do.
Can we get a beat real quick on the bass?
No, man, I suck.
We're saving that for the studio. Right on, Doc, man. Take care, bro.
Peace.
Was that incredible or what? I just basically became bros with a legend. And I don't think that he would mind me telling you that we have connected on text and actually texted about recording my Rap Redemption track. I mean, dude, that's just straight up a big deal. And, okay, last week, for those of you who stick around to the very end, I did talk about getting into vlogging. I might have mentioned something crazy like on a daily basis, and I totally decided against that. But vlogging all the way. Okay, my next main channel video, I'm going to give away more like shit that I shouldn't give away, right? I'm going to be out of my mind. I'll be like, you know what? Hey, have a look at this. Have a look at this. Have a look at this, because I'm so excited that it's all going on. And the big announcement, the reason why I'm giving away so much is because there's a new vlog channel, and I can't even wait to just welcome you guys uncomfortably for me and Lux into our very private and personal lives. So yeah, dudes, there's a lot going on. I'm really excited. I love you. Thank you.